Anthony Harwig here. We're joined with a Cardinal Mooney volleyball player profile, one of their seniors, Samantha Rotunno. Sam, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me on here.
You got it. So, senior year, right? It's finally here for you. What has it been like to kind of handle all the emotions and all that fun stuff that comes with senior year?
Honestly, it's been pretty stressful, but I don't think people really understand when they say how fast things go. Things go fast. So I can't even believe it's already September. It's crazy. Like an entire month's already gone past, and um, I don't know. It's just been a lot, but I'm taking it all in as much as I can.
Did you kind of prepare for this season before it started? Like, hey, I'm a senior now. I got to go in with this mindset, or I have to take everything in, or are you just trying to handle it like every other season?
I kind of knew in the back of my mind I was gonna be a senior, but I was never really accepting of it until our season really started. So I guess I would say that I took that role in, but then I'm also handling it like any other season.
Now, here's a big question because I asked this to every senior, and it seems like it has different answers. Has it set in yet that you're a senior? Have you kind of has the reality dawned your mind, or do you think it won't really hit you until towards the end of volleyball season?
I honestly don't think it will hit me towards the end of volleyball season. I'm just not ready for it. I don't think yet, and I have so many other sports ahead of me where I'm just I can't believe I'm a senior, and it's gonna be like a few of my last times playing these sports that I've been playing my whole life. So it's a little crazy.
You're gonna have a busy senior year at Cardinal Mooney with all the sports that you do play. Let's talk about this volleyball team, though. You're off to a great start. You're 7-2 on the year. What has worked so well for you guys this year so far?
Surprisingly, I think one of the things that we changed the most is the time that we're spending with each other. Like we've been team bonding a lot more, and the chemistry has just been so much better. And we're trusting each other a lot more on the court, and it's just playing with each other, getting more experience. We played all summer. We were scrimmaging every week, so that I feel like that made a huge difference, and we started to pull together and really show what we could do.
You bring up chemistry and trust in that answer, and that comes a lot with the senior leadership. And you're not the only senior on the team; you have a big senior class with you. But what kind of things have you guys been doing to try to keep that chemistry up, keep the leadership up, and make sure this team trusts each other and communicates on the floor?
Well, volleyball is a big mental game where it's like a game of mistakes. Like everybody's scoring every point, so a lot of positivity, a lot of just encouragement on the court and off the court. Like making sure everyone's not in their head, because that's a big thing in volleyball. Is after you make a mistake, you kind of have to bounce back, or it's gonna put you through a toll.
Just said it. You're not the only senior on this team. So what's it like to share that leadership role with your fellow seniors and to be able to not have all that leadership weight on your shoulders?
I mean, I think that's also part of why we are how good we're doing right now is this split leadership we have. Everyone has their own role, and everyone's completing that role right now. If no one was completing their role, we would be lost. So it takes an army, and I think we're all doing what we need to do right now, and I hopefully we could just keep it up.
What kind of leader do you think you are? Like, how would you describe your leadership techniques?
Uh, I want to say I'm a leader by example, but when I can't really show, I try to do encouragement and just make sure they all know I'm there for them. It's kind of my leadership role, I would say.
One of the players you get to lead is your sister, Sophia, and we have to talk about the family dynamic and being able to be on the team with her and what that's been like for you.
Honestly, if I don't even care what sport I'm playing, as long as I'm playing it with her and making some memories, that's one of my favorite parts. She is one of my favorite people to play sports with. She just brings so much energy and so much passion to the sport that I wouldn't want to play with anyone else.
Do you think being on the same team as her and in the same locker room as her has made you guys even closer than you were maybe before, the high school careers lined up?
Yeah, 100%. We spend every waking moment with each other, so we are definitely way closer. But we've shared a room our entire lives, so it's not like we never weren't close. But yeah, we know the ins and outs of each other. That's honestly what helps us sometimes when we play back row. We trust each other to the point where if she calls a ball, I know she's gonna get that ball. So I trust her. So it's honestly fun playing with her.
Man, sharing a room, you guys better like each other at that point because
Yeah.
there's no getting away from each other at all.
No.
I want to talk about your senior year in the classroom as well. I mean, this is your last chance to make your mark with the grades and everything like that. I'm sure senioritis may be kicking in a little bit, even though it's really early in the school year. What have been some of your favorite classes so far in your Mooney career?
So I would have to say I'm in this program right now. It's a 2-year program, so I'm finishing it. I'll take 2 more classes to finish it, and it's a biomedical program, which is probably one of my favorites because it teaches me a lot about like what I kind of want to go into, and I find that probably the most interesting. But I'm more of a math and science person, so I kind of always liked more of those classes more. So like math, any type of math I've enjoyed, science I've enjoyed, biology, chemistry, all of that.
Are there any class or subjects that you're taking for the first time this year as a senior that you're really excited for?
Yeah, I'm taking a psychology class that I'm excited for. I think that's very interesting, like getting to know like how people can make decisions and like all of that stuff. So that is like one of the classes I'm like more excited for than others.
So we don't want to see you go, but you're gonna graduate. So we have to talk about future plans. What are some of the things that you have in your future ideas of things you want to do after high school?
My plan is hopefully is I'll go pre med track and I'll look into like pediatric side of it, and that's like I want to major in pre med and go pediatrics, and then hopefully once I get in a good spot, I'll get to do some like mission work like overseas and stuff like that. So
Yeah, you got a big map ahead. I like it. What drove you towards wanting to get a career in pediatric medicine?
I've just always been drawn towards that. I love working with kids, and I like the biggest thing with me is the reason I picked it is because being able to like help someone when they're younger and see like them have their entire lives ahead of them, like you're pretty much giving them like everything to live for, and I think that's a really cool way to look at it, and it's just something that like excites me and why I want to go into.
Is there a place you want to go? Is there like a dream college or a dream state that you want to go and spend your college career at?
I think we talked about this in my basketball one a little bit, but I wanted to look into like the state of Tennessee. You have that Tennessee flag. Um, Other than that, no, I'm looking into Case Western right now. So I'm not looking to go too far. Maybe probably more in state, but I'm not sure yet.
Nice reminder right there.
Hmm.
Nice reminder of Tennessee and what you can do. But things change, so we have to ask you again every now and then. You could be a completely different person since basketball season.
Oh,
Who knows?
100%, 100%.
Let's talk about things that you think you set as goals you wanted to accomplish this senior season and things you wanted to have done in your volleyball career before it was over.
So as a team in the beginning of the season, we actually created a list of kind of some things that we wanted to do, and personally, like some of those things on there is I want to make a deep run with at least one of my teams here as a team, like either in playoffs and just have a good like team chemistry with like playing and having fun, like actually enjoying the season. Uh, that's like my biggest thing is like I've gone far for track, but never as like a whole team sport, and I would really like to do that with one of them.
Last time we had you on, we talked about your older sister and the impact she had on you. And this time we're talking about your younger sister. Family affair right now for the Rotunnos in Cardinal Mooney. What kind of impact do you think your family wants to leave when it's all said and done and they're done graduating at Mooney?
I feel like the impact would be is that we're student athletes and we work hard and wanting to be involved. And I feel like that's the biggest impact you can leave out of school is just the involvement in your leadership throughout the programs there and being remembered as that. So
In the same line of questioning, when we ask maybe next year's leaders or next year's team, what was it like being Sam Rotunno's teammate? What would you hope their answer would be?
I would hope they would say it's like having a sister. I treat them all like my little sisters, so I hope that's kind of what their answer is. But I never know.
I don't know if you feel this year, but I've been to 2 year games, and I feel like you have like so much more energy. Like you're getting more and more excited after points, and you're letting yourself kind of letting your hair down a little bit this year. Do you feel like this is a year where you feel like, you're done caring what you look like out there and you're just kind of letting loose on the volleyball floor?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm there to have fun. If I'm gonna get a point, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna cheer. I'm gonna get my teammates up. Like you have to have energy when you're playing volleyball, and if that's my job, I'm gonna take the job and try to do it my best.
Let's do it. And then we have to talk about Coach Shaheen, what it's been like to be under her and what kind of things that she's still helped you grow in over the years now as a senior.
Well, I've known Coach Shaheen since my senior. My oldest sister was a senior, so I was in like 5th grade. So I've known her for a while. Our relationship is great. She's a great coach to me. She does a lot. Sorry, someone's trying to open the door. She does a lot for me. I could go to her for anything, and she's a big guide.
If you had to pick like one spot of your volleyball game that she's helped you grow in the most, what do you think it would be?
Defense, 100%. She helped me be disciplined on defense. That's one of her main things she teaches is defense, and I mean she's improved my defense 100% since I've started as a freshman. So that's one of the big things I would contribute to her.
Now we are going to let you, like we always do, you've been a part of the player profiles. We're going to let you give out your thanks and shine lights on people that have supported you. But since you've already been on, I'm going to hit you with a little bit of a challenge.
Okay.
And maybe throw out some thanks that you haven't given before. Maybe, definitely give the ones to the ones that deserve extra thanks. But maybe hit some people that maybe missed the last time.
All right. I would like to give thanks to my entire team, all of my seniors, my coaches, Coach Shaheen, Coach Lauren, Coach Jeff. Like they all helped me. Our student section, our football players have been coming to a lot of our games. That's a new one. I would give thanks to them, and honestly, my parents, my family, everyone who keeps on coming and supporting. It's a huge help to us. And honestly, I'll give thanks to the refs. They show up for every game. They ref, so it's a new one.
That is a first, and I love it. I love it. You can't play without them, right?
Yeah, no.
All right, Sam. We want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate the time, and we can't wait to talk again real soon.